Hello, everyone. This is Andrew, and I just had the pleasure this weekend of going down to the Pemberton area and playing a wonderful game of Chazz with a good longtime friend of mine, Jonas. And I thought there was some pretty interesting plays being made in this game, and I just wanted to kind of do a little bit of a synopsis and share a little bit of my joy with you about this wonderful match that we got to experience together. So I'm going to be playing on the white side, and Jeff was playing black. So the first thing was that we decided, hey, you know what? He's going to go first. So he takes his pieces, and he just did a little bit the standard open. The number 6 and the number 2 taking turns, checking things out, scouting ahead, making sure nothing crazy is going on, while number 5 gives a little bit of a behind, pat on the back. It's important for in this game, as you guys all know, that morale, keep the team together, that kind of stuff. So at this point, I was getting a little bit worried, so I decided that I was going to grab my squids and get my squids out. It's important to get the squids out and about. They're pretty good at hearing and seeing, and they can kind of sense vibrations in the water sometimes. So I did a double squid exit out, followed by a quick confrontational push. And one thing that I also thought might help is if you're ready to you build up a good defense by having more towers. You can put additional archers in there to keep other guys out. Now, back to him. He's thinking, okay, what if my squids go up and try to make friends? Sometimes it works, like everybody knows it's a little bit of a risk, but if you're not taking risks, you're not going to have fun. So he does the squids, and then his horses are also going to be right there behind them. It's a double horse flange out maneuver, and I think in this situation he's trying to pressure early but the horse later on he's not going to have horses maybe, so the late games might not go his way. And then he just goes ahead and gets his little guys to take a little walk and see what's up, because I think the thought play in this scenario was that if your guys aren't walking, if they can't walk the walk, then what's the point of talking the talk? Anyways, so the next thing that I did was I decided that I would just go ahead and throw up some flags, because this is a little bit of a way of signaling to my opponent my intent, but he doesn't know if I'm bluffing or not. So if I throw up the triple red flag with the single green, that's kind of a strong caution with a little bit of an invitation to come party. And it's worth it because I have quite a rapport with him. I've played lots of games with him in the past, and it's a little bit of a nod to something that I like to do that now he doesn't know if I'm doing the same thing or something different. So then my guys just go ahead and zig. Doing the zigs, obviously I don't want to cover up my flags, so I zig over the flags, and then you do the 1-2 because you have to when you have a man there, and then he flips it back around. The thing was that I moved into the zone, the quad zone, and he's got a double defensives, so he ends up being able to swing around a little bit like that, and then so it was a little bit of a slip by my part, but I think establishing the flag zone quickly is something that makes it acceptable in this scenario. I hope you agree with me. And then, you know what? He just wants to wall up. This is the Reinhardt defense, where you just wall up and you get real comfy, cozy together. And then the queen goes ahead and the jester hat just overtakes the other piece and becomes large. That way now he, he's got a double strength piece, which is, useful sometimes in the game. Anyways, so back over to me. My squids, I think, kind of fronted as much as they could at the time. But what I'm thinking now is, hey, they're going to go for a walk. So 1, 2, 3. This is a danger zone up here. So I just take the leap, 4, 5, up into the green flag. Guess what? It's danger time. Okay, there's no more happy fun. Like, the green is gone, which everyone knows green is good and red stop. So now that means, hey, guess what? You better stop what you're doing here, bud. Double squid up to here, and then my horses. You remember how I was saying that his horses are in the danger? Well, guess what? This one is just going to go like this, and then they come up behind here, because they can. Right now, I just kind of skipped a step because you guys know they rotate here. Maybe I'll do it just for brevity here. They go this way first, and then they walk up here, and then they walk over here, and then they do this, another one of these, and then boom. Guess what? You just got backstabbed. And then that's when the first steal occurs. So we've got one down. Now Jeff, he tends to like to favor the middle here. As you can tell, he's got a strong Jester hat, strength wall, Reinhardt defense, and he's doing the flipsies right down the middle, but his horses have been kind of vulnerabilized on the sides. So what he does is he goes ahead and he equips his guy onto the horse, and then the guy rides the horse. Horsey time right up in the middle, and guess what? You know what? He does it with the other one too. He likes he kind of prefers to he wants this horse to be faster. That's why he puts the smaller man on it, and then he marches that horse up daisy here. So I think my thinking at this point was that he was going to be pressuring in through these flags. See how I have a much stronger squid defense man here, and I only have one man here. So what he's doing is he's going to plug up these holes, and he's going to push down in this area between these flags. So what I decide now is I'm going to flood the board in front of my back row here. So guess what? It's water. He does have squids, but the horses are not going to go anywhere, so that's kind of flipped his game plan around. So we swing it on back to him, and the next thing he's going to do here is he's going to horse himself over. So this horse is one that can do it. Jump, jump, okay, and then he sees my bread loaf here and just sits on it. So now my bread loaf is gone. My troops can't get fed, and it's going to cause problems for me next turn, as you guys are about to see. So then horse guy goes here. He's just going to move up. He moves 1, 2. The friendly squid lets him through, and then the horse jumps over here and hangs out on the wall. So I'm looking pretty dangerous, right? Or I'm in danger, obviously. There's things that aren't going right. So what I decide to do is I'm going to take my walls, and I'm going to drop a couple walls into these waters, because everybody knows that if you push a wall down sideways, it turns into a bridge. And I'm just going to skedaddle. So my jester goes up here, my horse goes up here, and everyone knows the horses move in an L shape. So 1, 2, 3, L, horse there, other horse, 1, 2, 3, L, boom, that's a swing around. So the next thing that occurs here is it's something that if you haven't been watching carefully, you might not realize that he was going to do this, but the horse is faster. Normally it's 1, 2, 3, 4, but this time it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, threaten. He's threatening me. So he gives the customary fish shake and a little bit of a tap on the face here to say, you know what, bud? Get out of the way. Okay, I'm the Chazz master. But one thing that he didn't expect that I could pull out here is that, guess what, these squids, they're good in the water. They know how to do water stuff. So watering up here, one squid, the other squid waters as well. They combine. So what you do is you displace one squid and you combine it to make a super squid, giant squid. They call this the giant squid maneuver. 20,000 leagues under the sea, and then you don't see it there because he kind of is going through the phasing process, and then boom, giant squid. Okay, so right now as it is, we're at kind of a stalemate, but the next thing that I'm doing is horse guy, horse here, squid, swimming, 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 swimming. Let's go up here. Boom. Now squids have multiple arms, so we take these guys out of the picture, and then the next thing is jester comes here, and I mean you guys all know how this is going to play out from here because it's pretty obvious, but I think the real fault here was that the horses didn't get to do what they needed to on his side because he displaced them in the wrong way, and then guess what? It's a Chapman, and that's it. So yeah, I wanted to thank you guys. Please like and subscribe the video. You'll see more videos like this one in the future. Yeah, so thanks everyone, and have a wonderful day.